Could have carried that in here. Could be naturally occurring in this area, but I might have carried it in. That's beauty, man. Oh, congratulations. Big adventure today. We're down in the hills of West Virginia along the, I think, North Fork or the South Branch of the Potomac, or maybe a couple more norths and souths in there. And we're going to look for Indian artifacts in these fields. These are flat fields that are down in the valley. The river is actually right in those trees. As we were driving down the lane, it's a big farm here. What's the name of the farm, Todd?
The Stump Farm.
S-T-U-M-P-F. Which I think I'll go ahead and put a link to. He has a web page. The owner of this property has a web page, and he does a lot of things with the public and has like Pioneer Days. So I'll give you a link to that. So in case you ever want to come down here and visit, we have exclusive permission to be here though. So don't even think about coming down here looking. Anyway, we're driving down this long lane. And I'll look over to my left because I'm on the driver's side, and I say, whoa, there's a relic right there, an Indian artifact. And at the same time, Todd's like, whoa, look on over here, there's an Indian artifact. So both sides of the roads, we think we see something. What we're going to do is we're going to walk over there. First thing, look at yours.
Okay.
And look at mine, and then we're going to walk these fields because we feel that there's probably some Native American Indian encampments in these fields that could date from 500 years ago to, well, 15,000 years ago during the Ice Age. What do you say? You ready?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Let's do it. God, that is absolutely perfect conditions for looking for artifacts. I mean, it's been plowed, it's been flattened, it's been rained on.
Or is that
gravel? Well, I'm not sure. I don't know why I just picked that up. I think it's it's not flint. It's not gravel. I think it's a naturally occurring stone.
Okay, so I saw a bigger one down here. If there's a lot of this.
It's not worked. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, I'm going to go look at my thing. Oh, this is absolutely perfect conditions for artifacts that might be... All right, this is what I saw from the road. And I think that might be where they use that as a grinding platform. I don't think that's a naturally occurring thing. Although it might be. Let's kind of see how that's circular right there. You can actually see how it's cut through here. Like they used it for grinding something maybe. I'm not sure though. Yeah, look a piece of dirt.
That looks like a flint flake.
Yeah, it definitely is. Dude, it's awesome. It's going to be awesome. All right, I'm going to put you away for a bit and we're going to start looking. Oh, can I see it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been, I think it's actually part of a point that's broken. Oh, absolutely. That's like the bottom part of an, you know, a spear point or something. That's awesome, dude. Awesome, dude.
Right there.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, let's pick it up.
Does it work?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See, there's a natural stone here that looks very similar to that, and that's broken a couple places. I don't think so on that one. Hey, I'm going to go back to my truck to get my jacket. I hate to do this, but it is absolutely, that wind is raw. All right, we'll look on the way though. Well, let's take a hike. What do you say?
Yeah, let's take a hike.
Which way you want to go?
Look.
That way?
What is that? The land of milk and honey.
Okay, all right, let's do it. All right, we'll check on this side. Todd's hanging out over there a little bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm making kind of a quick jaunt through the field. I'm going to go kind of crisscross back and forth, hit all the little rises, and hopefully find a spot, a hot spot where maybe there was like a more permanent camp that they spent a lot of time at, you know, working stone. And because there's stuff here, but it's very scattered. I did find this, you know, which is absolutely a worked piece, but I've not found any concentrations of chips and flakes or things like that. So I'm going to keep going, moving pretty fast like this. I mean, the conditions of the field are absolutely perfect for this right now, so I think I can move pretty fast and not miss too much. But I'll probably miss a few. All right, I'll get back with you in a minute once we get into that hot spot, or we'll actually find something really cool. And if you notice right here, there's like a little gully, but there's a rise. So that's a good spot to look right in here, this side of the telephone poles. I'm hoping we'll get into a little campsite there. Like I was saying, the conditions are perfect. I have not seen much in the way of flakes since I left that area where Todd is. But again, it's kind of flat here, and that was a rise down there. I'm very hopeful about what's in front of us, and I hope you are too. Testing with you. So this is a piece chert or flint that the Indians chipped off of a bigger rock to make a tool. Now a lot of these little things could be used as tools as well, but yeah, see, they're all over here. And I did not see any type of concentration like this between here and where Todd is, all the way down there. Here you see that's a flake there. So it's kind of shiny and you can see the little divots in it. Whereas if you look at this, it's smooth and rounded. And no like fresh break. So that's just a naturally occurring stone there. Starting to get into some different stone that's been worked. Like this is something different. That's definitely been hammered on. And you know, when you're looking at these fields like this, when you're trying to figure out where to go, I mean, just picture yourself wanting to camp in the field. Because you wouldn't want to camp in a low area where if you get a big thunderstorm during the night, it's going to flood. You want to get on a little rise so that the water runs away from your tent and runs away from your camping area. And you don't have to worry about that. And that goes for, you know, that goes for when we're looking for Native American encampments or Civil War encampments or colonial home sites. Always keep that in mind. Just be thinking about where would I be if I knew a big storm was coming tonight and it was going to rain 3 inches. Where would I set my tent and go directly there? You look way down there, you can see Todd walking back and forth. I've actually crossed the lane into the next field. That's the telephone pole. And I think this is going to be a good spot. I'm just getting into an area where there's a lot more flakes. If you look off toward the barns, you can see that it drops off. So this is going to be a great area right in here. I did pick up these on the way through. You might have seen this one already. I'm not sure, but that's definitely a worked piece, maybe a broken tip. This is definitely worked. You can see all the little chips taken out of it. Could be just a waste part from, you know, the core that they were working on, or could actually be used to cut things. This is, I believe, is going to be a broken tip. When I picked, yeah, I mean, definitely, yeah, it definitely is. You can see it's been worked all the way around. So that's, I would call that a broken point of some sort. But behind, I have my first real point. Arrowhead, or spear point. Let's take a look at it. I think that's going to be a good one. I think that's the one I was looking at. It doesn't look quite as good as it did before, but I'm pretty sure that's the one I was seeing. All right, I'm going to take a quick picture of that, and then we'll dig it up together. All right, you ready to pick it up? You can see it's been worked a lot, so, but I suspect it's going to be a broken tip. Yep. All right, so what we have here is a point. This is probably a spear point. Come down further and had an attachment area to put on a stick or a piece of bone antler or something like that, but that's definitely a nice work piece. All right, let me gather up my other ones over here and we'll take a quick gander. I'm gonna go ahead and keep these. Let's just look around together real quick. It just seems like it's getting to be a good area. Some little flakes, some more flakes here. So I did a pretty quick scan of this whole area, and a lot of flakes out there, and you know, that 1 or 2 pieces that we did find, but not enough to keep me there. I did find this I wanted to show you. It's pretty interesting. It's just a big old you know, piece. So see how this is broken off right here. So that's, you know, it could be a waste product, or they could use that as a scraper or a knife. That would be very sharp. You could cut rope with that, no problem. All right, we're getting ready to cross back across the lane. Todd is actually moving our direction, which is good. And we'll look over in this area because I haven't been over here yet. Hopefully we'll get into some stuff. If not, we will move on. We got another little field beyond this that we can check out too. Yeah, that might be something right here. What do you think? That's definitely a nice work piece. I suspect it's going to be something that's broken, but let's go ahead and pick that up. Let me grab a quick picture first though. All right, you ready? Let's see what we got. Yeah, okay, so that is, you see it's broken off right there. So that's going to be some type of tool. That's going to be like a scraper or something like that. And by scraper, I mean a tool that would be used for cutting cordage, like, you know, vines and stuff, and cords that they would make, or even scraping the hides of animals to get the fat and gristle off. Yeah, so that's definitely a tool right there. Not necessarily a pretty tool, but definitely a tool. I know what you're going to say. So are you, Chig. All right, let's get back at it. That looks like a little one right there. I don't know if that's going to be complete or be the broken tip. And that could be a complete one, actually. Ooh, buddy. All right, so that's going to be the tipped one, I do believe. Actually, that has notches right there, doesn't it? Kind of what I thought was a tip. It looks almost like it's notched right there, so it would have gone this way. Yeah, so it's broken in half. That's a point for sure, man. That's awesome.
Maybe so.
Maybes? Oh, okay.
Maybes.
Yeah, they've definitely been worked on.
There's all right. There's some nice flakes in here. That's a flake. I think that might be.
Yeah, those are all worked. Everything there's worked.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a big old quartz crystal.
Yeah, look at that.
That's a beauty.
Has anyone have seen?
Might be some more out there. They could have carried that in here. Could be naturally occurring in this area, but they might have carried it in. That's beauty, man. Oh, congratulations.
That's my find of the day.
So just crossed the lane again. I think what we should do is we should go down to the middle of the field down there. You see it kind of raises up a little bit. It's a little bit lighter, so that's a sandy area. Let's go down and check. We didn't make it that far a few minutes ago, so let's go down there and look at that. Maybe even that next field down. You see the barns and stuff up there? It's much higher than we are now, so let's maybe work down that direction as well. If we can get through this without stopping and picking up, you know, bundles of stuff, oodles of stuff, as Johnny Wines would say, before we can get through it. Still working our way to that sandy area on the next hill, but I think I might have found a piece of one, if not a whole one, I hope. Probably a piece of one. All right, that is, I'm going to go with just a flake for that one right there. I mean, could have used it as a tool. I'm not seeing any little strikes along the edges to sharpen it up. But that would definitely cut my pants and probably right into my skin if I tried that. But we'll leave that one there. Maybe Todd will find it. We checked that field out, those sandy areas. There's some flakes, but nothing too great. So we're gonna go to this one that's a little bit higher. See, that's kind of in a low area, so that would flood easier. But this would not flood pretty much any time except for exceptional floods. Not quite as pretty as far as being able to see them, but we'll give her a look. We have a house site or a dump right here. There's some crockery right here. Got a piece of brick, burned stone. Actually saw some piece of chain. This is from like a manure spreader or something. But the crockery did not come out here by itself. So I bet you if we look around, we'll start to see more stuff like that. Here's some more brick. Maybe. Ah, looky. Yeah, so we got a home site here, Todd.
What's that?
That's probably a piece of brick.
Oh.
Nice little fancy piece of whatever. I think we'll have to get a metal detector before it's over. What do you think?
Another video?
Yeah, another video. So let's walk around a little bit and see what we can find in the way of Indian artifacts. But we're gonna grab our metal detectors and come right back here. All right, so we got a nice little home site, dude. Yeah, absolutely. That doesn't look quite as old though, does it? But and you say the property owner doesn't know about this one, right?
No.
Okay, good. And part of what we're doing on his property too is trying to find more about the history of the property and the different sites, because he has quite a few acres. Quite a few, and he knows a lot about where the different houses were, but we're finding new ones for him. It's a beautiful little piece of quartz there. Look at that. Might save that for Lindsay.
I can't even see it.
Well, I just went to get my phone out to take a picture of some pottery, namely right there, and you can see it's all kinds through here. So it's going to be a nice home site. And I realized it's not in my pocket, so probably when I jumped this little stream back here by the trees, it probably fell out of my pocket, and I'm just praying that it did not fall in the water, although it's supposed to be waterproof. Don't find them all, Todd. Todd's like, I'm gonna look. Yeah, look at all the pottery in here, man. That's gonna be awesome. It's probably, I jumped a little stream right there in those trees, so it's probably just fell out then. Well, I didn't see it where I jumped the stream, but I think I might have been looking in the wrong place. I'm back in this field, and I see where we crossed, so I picked up our trail. And we came to here, and I just went blasting across right here. I do not see a phone anywhere. That means I set it down out in the field probably. Oh, you know what? I bet you when I was back there talking to Todd, we were looking at stuff, I probably set it down and didn't pick it up. So what I'm gonna do is get on these footprints right here where we came across and just keep following them. All the way over to there, probably. So Todd's way over there in that field. Well, he's way down there. That might be the owner with the dog. And I'm like at least halfway back to the truck. And I think I see it. I think I set it down. Well, I know I set it down. I took a picture of an artifact, set it down, got my GoPro out and did a little scene and forgot to pick it up. Whoo-wee. It's a good thing that's out here, huh? Ah, I'm glad it's not in the woods somewhere. Should we I'm gonna go get the truck. It's probably closer than Todd is. We'll get the truck and we'll drive around and get Todd, see what he wants to do next. Since I'll probably start metal detecting now, I'm gonna go ahead and probably just cut this video off and start a new one with the metal detecting, because I don't want to have a video that's, you know, hour long. All right, let's get the truck.
She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere in between. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere in between.